Okay, welcome back. And in today's episode, I've had a lot of people ask me over the past few days exactly, how do I render videos on YouTube in HD quality with the Roxio game capture card? Because as many people know, I'm a cheapskate and I don't go for shelling out $500 to $700 for Vegas, or I don't. I'm honest and I don't have a pirated version of Vegas or anything like that. So I use the Roxio game capture for some of my videos, and many of the ones I put up are in HD quality. So I'm going to show you how I do that, and then maybe get into some of the settings that I use on the Roxio for certain games. Some people have asked me also, what settings do I use for my Call of Duty videos that I put up that have seen them, and so I'm going to show you that. Now the settings that you use for that will vary depending on what game style you're playing. So I'll show you the ones that, or what game you're playing. I'll show you the ones that I use for Call of Duty. I do change it up a little bit for other games that I play. I changed it recently for the last one I put up on Castle Crashers, and it just depends. You have to play around with it and see which one works best for you. The settings I use, the blues are a little bright, but I think the rest of it comes out pretty crisp. So as you see here, I have this pulled up from the Roxio game capture, and so this would be what you would see once you open it up. And I'm not going to click on it because I already have it down here in the taskbar. So once you click on capture, this is what comes up. It's going to look black now because I don't have my Xbox turned on. But you can see the settings here. This is what you want to look at first. And before you capture a video through the Roxio game capture card, before you play and capture it to your computer, you want to change this to DivX. That's the first thing that you do. Okay, and that's all you need to do on that screen. You can see down here I have my last video. Alright, I'll exit out of that. Now when you go into edit and share next, it's going to take it a minute to pull it up. It's kind of slow. So once this comes up, I'll show you what to do. It's really not that difficult. You just have to know exactly what to tell it. Now when you have here, when this comes up, you want to click on widescreen. Some people tend to tell this not to come back up, but I tend to just leave it. Here I have edit an existing production. So here you would want to click on create a new production. Okay, so I'll click here and I'll just pull down one I've already done. So then you click on OK, make sure it's on widescreen, 16:9 ratio. Right, and then you have this come. Now all this over here, you have a lot of stuff you can play with Roxio. It's actually not that bad. It's not as good as some of the other ones, but for the price you pay, you can still do a lot of stuff with this particular capture card. And the video quality is not that bad, and I don't know why people are so hung up on HD in the first place, because I've learned a lot from videos that I've seen uploaded from cell phones. So it's not necessarily the quality, but what you learn from it that matters. It's great to watch a very nice, very well put together video, but if you can learn something from it, then focus on that instead. Alright, so here is one that I had on, I think it was the one I put up about noobing up on Overflow, where I was imitating some players I'd seen that day. So I'm going to choose this one. Now what you want to do is just drag it over to one. This is where I would normally put my intro, but I'm not going to do that right now. And then I would put my video in slot number 2, but I'm going to put this in number 1 just to show you. Okay, now notice here that my brightness, my contrast, and my saturation are all set to 50 each time. 50, 50, 50. I don't use the auto color business. And I'll show you the other settings that I use here in just a moment. I don't want to take too long on this, but in any case, that's what I use here, 50, 50, and 50. Once you're done with that, you can add effects, video effects, overlays. I don't really mess around with that all that much, but feel free to play with it if you have the time to invest into it. Now, secondly, down here, I'm not going to do this because I'm doing this with Fraps, and so I'm going to be rendering this with Movie Maker, so it's probably not going to be in HD, but that's okay, and that's why I don't want to take too long, because Movie Maker tends to crash. Down here you can add narration to your video. So once you click on that, then it would bring up a microphone, and you can do it this way. But the one thing that you want to make sure that you do is adjust your gain volume here. I usually put mine down to about a -15, because if you don't, the gain volume is going to be just way too high, and all the sound effects are going to come through on that, and they're not going to be able to hear your voice very well. But you can play with it. I choose a -14 or 15. You may want to choose a little bit different number than that. Okay, so after that, then you'd want to click on Output and Export As. And yes, you want to save the changes that you made to production too. So when you click on Yes, it's going to bring up another window. Now once you do that, here you can put in your title. I might want to call this Test, what in the world? Test Video. Okay, then you're going to click on Save. And it's going to tell you where it's going to save it. I'll click on my desktop and have it save it to there if I want to. That's usually what I do, and then I delete the video to get it off my hard drive. Now here's where it's most important. You don't want to worry about this. You want to worry about the video file quality, because this will be what will allow you to post it to YouTube in HD quality. You want to click on your Dropbox here, and you want to go down to DivX HD 720p at 60 frames per second. That's what you want to do. So once you click Create Video File, it will start uploading that to your desktop. I'm going to click Cancel because I don't want to do that, if it'll work. And now it's going to not respond. Wow. That's quite alright. We're just going to move that out of the way. We're done with that anyway. Okay, here we go. So once that's done and it uploads to your desktop, then you can go to YouTube and click Upload, and then you can just drag your video into YouTube, into the upload slot, and it will do it for you. And then after that, it's HD, and it will show you that it's HD. And I have that pulled up for you here. You can see this is my part of my channel here, and this is the last one that I put up, and you can see that it's in HD. The last one I put up for Call of Duty was also in HD, and I wanted to show you this because this video was just 6 minutes and 2 seconds, and normally you have to register or verify your account to do over 15 minutes. So some of you do that, some of you don't. Some of you may not have cell phones to do it with. That's the only way they can do it right now. But here my account is verified, so I can go over 15 minutes, and I wanted to show you that this particular video is 28 minutes and 51 seconds, including my intro, which is a little over a minute long, and I can still render it in HD. Now when you do that, if I pull this, when you pull that up, you'll still have to click on the little gear icon that you'll see in the videos. Let's see if I can do that and pause it really quickly. Oh, whoops. Okay, so you click here, and then you just click on HD, and it'll pull it up in HD. Okay? Now here, when I go back into the capture part, I'll show you the other settings that I have. That works well on, I think works with the Roxio, it works very well for Call of Duty. So I want to click on here. Let's see, where do I click at? I'm sorry, I can't. Oh, it doesn't have any signal, so I won't be able to show you that this time. I'll make a video on that later on. Actually, I might just cut my Xbox on and see what it does. Alright, so now I click on Enhance Picture, and I want to show you these particular numbers here. Alright. These are my sign-in page of people that we have on our Xbox. But in any case, my brightness is at 128 and then 64 on hue. I just have a 1 on sharpness and 32 on contrast and 32 on saturation. So hopefully that helps you render in HD on YouTube. Let me know if it doesn't work for you, if you have other problems, or if you want to see anything else that I've done with Roxio, some of the things I've played around with, and I'll be happy to make a video of that and show it to you as well. Thanks so much for watching, and let me know what you think. Bye.